Joining us now is one of the two New England Patriot Ed Block Courage Award recipients for this year. That would be defensive back out of the University of Auburn, Jonathan Jones. Jonathan, thank you for joining us. Great to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys for having me.
Well, let me get you started with this question. What does it mean to you to be an Ed Block Courage Award recipient?
It means a lot. It means a lot just to see that the organization and your teammates and everything that you deal with throughout the year, the people see that you persevere through it, and it's just a testament of what they see in my character day in and day out.
What does it mean to you? Sorry, Dwayne. What does it mean to you to be nominated and your teammate David Andrews is also an Ed Block recipient this year?
Man, a lot. He's a fellow Georgia boy, and it's like as we like to say, he's cut from the same cloth. I mean, since the time we've been there together, he got there a year before me, and just he's led by example. And he consistently fights and battles, and he's a teammate that you want with you in the trenches every time you go out to battle.
So, how was it working with Jim Whalen and those guys in the athletic trainer role?
Man, Jim and his staff, they've been there for a long time, and they do an excellent job week in and week out of getting guys prepared and basically going above and beyond. You know, anything that we need, they make sure that we have it and they're on top of it. You know, and no matter what it may come up, you know, just a lot of people think of injuries, the physical part, but they support you mentally through it. You know, that season is a grind, and they're along with you, you know, through your mental process as well.
At Auburn, did you come in contact with JoJo Petroni at all at Auburn?
JoJo is my guy. JoJo's my
Yes.
guy, man. He's a great man. He's a great guy, great person to be around, and I love JoJo.
I did a internship in Tampa when JoJo was an athletic trainer with the Buccaneers, and I was a student intern, and that was in '92. And he's been a mentor of mine since then. So I know him real well.
He is, man. He's one of the good ones, man. I love JoJo.
Last night was the NFL honors. What does it mean? Talk about the process that you've gone through and all the community work that you've been doing that got you recognized as the Patriots nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
First and foremost, it's an honor. I mean, honestly, to represent not just the New England Patriots, but, you know, my family, my hometown, and the people who helped raise me. And so just to be an extension of all those people and the things that they've poured into my life, the people who've helped me along my journey. At this point, I'm just a vessel and the representation of all those people. And so to be able to go back into the community and use the platform that I've been given is generally a blessing.
So looking up here at your bio, what a little journey you had coming into the NFL. You're an undrafted rookie out of Auburn, and then you're playing in the Super Bowl in your first year. We're here at Radio Row. What was that whole season like? And did you ever think, like, when you got to the Patriots, I'm going to make the team, and then I'm going to be playing in a Super Bowl that year and having an impact in the game?
Oh man, no. I mean, honestly, Coach Belichick gave me an opportunity right after the draft. I got on the phone with him, and he said, "If you come to New England, I'll give you an opportunity." And so I took it and ran with it. And so, as an undrafted guy, you're the last man on the totem pole, you know. And so every day you walk into that building, you're knowing if somebody's got to get cut for a roster spot, it is more than likely going to be you. And so just battling day in and day out to make sure that you know wasn't the case. And as you get around to going through the playoffs, and like I said, New England was already in a great position when I got there. So just to be a piece of it, you know, just to be a guy out there on the field and help contributing to a win. And like I said, your first year, my rookie year, playing Atlanta, playing my hometown, I don't think you can write a better script.
What was your welcome to the NFL moment for you?
Man. For me, I guess I got it early. I mean, when you get there in training camp, even before training camp, OTAs, and you line up, and there's a guy across from you. You know, Tom Brady's lined up across from you, and that's your moment right there. Here you go. Welcome to the NFL. There's the greatest player to ever play this game. One of the greatest players to ever play this game is lined up on the practice field, and so it's go time from there.
I was going to say, I was wondering, what was that like the first time you walk in and Tom Brady's your quarterback, Bill Belichick's your head coach? Was there ever a moment of like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm in the same room and I'm on the same team with these guys?
Honestly, so I mean, they've been in the league for so long and have such a tremendous reputation. And for them to still be there when I got there, it was just a privilege to be, in those rooms. And you're always working day in and day out to show that you belong and to prove that you have something to give an organization like New England.
What's the funniest Bill Belichick story that you can tell us?
Oh man, it's a few. That's a few. But man, Coach was a lot of people look at him from the outside as this, a certain persona, and that's just not him. I mean, he's a down to earth, genuinely funny coach. I mean, he's always poking jabs at the Jets or just different things like that. He has a good sense of humor. Good sense of humor.
Did he ever target you with jokes?
Not really, and that's people at you. I never got the wrath of Coach Belichick. Fortunately, I think I was one of those people who just came in and tried to do the right thing. And so anytime I messed up, it was more the disappointed dad than the rapture. It was more of like, come on, John, like what are you doing? What are you doing? So no, I was fortunate enough to never have to receive the wrath.
I'm good.
So I do want to ask you, Jonathan, you started in 2019, the Next Step Foundation. Talk to us a little bit about what that foundation does and what motivated you to start the foundation.
With the Next Step Foundation, I target the youth and I advocate for the youth, especially through STEM technology. We partner with a lot of groups from iRobot, and to just get STEM and technology into kids' life. It's going to be an integral part of the future, and it's something that I believe in. Having an engineering background and just trying to make STEM and technology more accessible to kids who are in different regions and different places where they may not, have access to those. And like I said earlier, I'm a product of someone giving their time and money to me to be able to be where I am today. And it's only fitting for me to give back. And I'm able to do that through the Next Step Foundation.
All right. So we always like to wrap these first interviews up that we do with you guys with questions from the kids from the various Courage houses. And these are the hard-hitting journalistic questions. So I hope you brought your A game for this. And I'm going to start with the first question. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Favorite ice cream flavor would be, you got to get into stuff. You got to Bluebell. It's praline and cream. Like you got to get the Bluebell praline and cream is specific, and that
Gotta be Bluebell. Gotta be
Bluebell.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
So if we bring the off-brand stuff when you come in April, it's a no-go for you?
It's
got to be Bluebell.
No-go. It's got to be Bluebell.
Okay. All right, we're making that note right now as we speak. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Go-to karaoke. Oh man. Got to be some Temptations, my girl. I feel like that's a crowd favorite. You can't
old school with it.
You can't miss it.
You got old spirit.
Old school, everybody, because you got
okay.
You got to be inclusive, and that one right there.
I expect you to take it that far back.
You know what I hear? He says it's the Temptations. I think in April when we do this interview again and you come back on the show, I think we got to put him to the test. I think that's got to happen.
Most definitely.
We'll make it happen. Oh man, I'll make sure I have my little tea, get my voice ready, and we can set it off.
What is your go-to pregame meal?
Go-to pregame meal is just some chicken and rice. Chicken and rice, have a little teriyaki sauce on it, but simple chicken and rice.
And Jonathan, we'll get you out of here. The last question: what was your first big NFL purchase?
First big NFL purchase, man, I started off early for me. I got the check from Adidas for having like the fastest time at the combine. It was like 10,000. That was like, undrafted guy. That was 10,000. So I bought my mom and dad a washer and dryer. They needed a new washer and dryer, so I started from there. And then for me myself personally, I can't think. It was a while before I did anything. Like I said, I was stacking up my money, man. I was an undrafted guy. I was. It wasn't a lot of big purchases. It was stack up that money because, like I said, you never knew when the journey was going to end.
I was going to say, I think that was the wrong question.
Nah, I understand that.
Well, Jonathan, thank you for taking some time. Congratulations. And we cannot wait to see you in April at the F-Block Courage Awards. And we're going to get through this again, and you're going to be singing The Temptations for us.
That's
Man,
right.
I look forward to it, man. I appreciate you guys for having me. Just make sure you get my Bluebell ice cream, and I'm on karaoke. I'm ready to go.
Bluebell.
Bluebell. Guys.
All right, Jonathan,
That's it.
thank you, man. Have a good one.
Man, thank you. Y'all have a good one.